5 years ago in 1987. It was a very small group to start with up here in Harlem at Lasker. They had only about 25-50 kids on the ice. Since then, we have grown to over 200 children per season.
Now, just talk about like the New York Rangers and how they've been able to help the Ice Hockey in Harlem program grow.
The New York Rangers have had a relationship with Ice Hockey in Harlem since we began. They, first and foremost, are big participants with our fundraising. We do the winter sports auction each year with the New York Rangers. Members of the team come out to the event, they sign autographs, they introduce us to the crowd, meet some of our children. Throughout the season, the Rangers do a lot of other clinics and hockey events with our children. Each year they invite our program to send a team to play between periods on the garden ice, which is great. The kids love that. It's probably their favorite thing each season. We've done clinics with them at Wallman Rink. We've done special events with them. They've invited us to their Skate with the Great event, various other clinics, summer hockey camps. They have a camp at their practice facility. They invite a couple of our kids each summer. So a lot of different help from the New York Rangers. And they also give us money towards our scholarship program for our kids. Ice Hockey in Harlem generally has 8 to 10 children per year that we assist with school scholarships to go to private schools, Catholic schools, boarding schools. The New York Rangers contribute annually $10,000 from the Rangers Alumni Foundation. Children we send away, some of them are going to local schools, prep schools in the city, or Catholic schools in the city. We also have several children in boarding schools, including up in New Hampshire, upstate New York. So basically, as many kids as we can send away, depending on the funding, we try and send away whoever. You know, it may not be their full scholarship, but we try and do as much as we can for each child who would like to have assistance with their scholarship. He has been in the program since he was a mite. He is now a freshman in high school, and he applied for a scholarship last season to go away to boarding school in New Hampshire. So he is having a great time in his first year of high school at boarding school. He made his JV hockey team. He's been practicing, 5-6 nights a week. That's all he talks about is how great it is to be in such a hockey-focused atmosphere, and how much, being with us for so many years helped him. He had gone previously to school. He had gone away to summer hockey camps in Montreal and in Ontario. So I think he feels some of those adventures helped him to be prepared to go away to boarding school.
He discovered that he loved it. He loved the program. He loved the direction he received from his coaches. And he stayed with it. And year after year, I thought perhaps this was just something that would sort of go away. And he actually became more involved and loved it. And it's a part of him. He's 14. He's going to be 15 years old soon. He's chosen hockey to be his favorite sport for the last 8 years. He took it with him into high school. He's away at boarding school in New Hampshire now, and he's playing on the JV hockey team, which is quite nice. And so Ice Hockey in Harlem has been phenomenal. It's been a family unit. The dedication has been there, the help, the support. He's met really, really nice coaches, directors, just a really great family environment for him. And he's loved it. Here tonight because he's on spring break, so he's here coaching on the ice, helping some of the younger kids.
Passing on the torch then, huh?
Yeah, exactly. He's feeling like a veteran now, so it's quite nice. And he's actually doing, for some of the younger kids, what was done for him when he was at a tender age. And so I think it's a very nice thing, and it's one of the tenets of Ice Hockey in Harlem, community and service and giving back. And that's certainly something that I encourage him to do. And so here we are. But he's involved. He's gone away to camp. He's had great opportunity from day one. Even being exposed to, professional games and going to hockey games and, just doing a lot of events and going away traveling, playing games. He's gone to camp in Montreal a couple of times. He's had some really great experiences, and he enjoys it.
You got the wiggle part.
Ice Hockey in Harlem's main on-ice program at Lasker Rink is a winter program. We start in the first week of November and it goes through the end of March, or when they basically close the rink due to the weather. In the spring, about 3 years ago, we started submitting teams and other players into Chelsea Piers Spring League. So currently we will have 2 full teams at Chelsea Piers, a Mite Squirt team and a Pee Wee team. And then we will also have a group of our varsity players, approximately 14 years old and up, assigned to different teams.
To you as a parent to have the Ice Hockey in Harlem program?
It means the world to me. We started the program when my youngest was 3 and my oldest was 6. Never knew nothing about hockey, didn't know anything about the sport at all. This program has taught me so much about the sport, about how diversified it can be. It's given my kids great opportunities. My oldest son, he goes to a camp in Maine for the whole summer. My youngest son goes to camp in Chelsea. It just gave us, my family as a whole, a love for the sport. A sport that is not introduced in African American households. So it just gave us a genuine love for the sport. Coordinator here, and when I speak to parents, the first thing I always tell them that it's more of a responsibility for the parent as it is for the child. You as a parent have to commit to want to do this, to take them there, to get them there, and it gives the kids a sense of belonging, a sense of another community besides their school, and a sense of responsibility. My kids have to be on the ice at 6 a.m. My kids wake up at 4 a.m. to get on the ice. This is what they want to do. So if you have a kid that want to do something, you as a parent have to push them a little so they can have some values when they get a little older.
And it has to be amazing just to be able to watch them have all these different experiences and be able to see all these different places.
Yes, it is. You know, it's really good for us as an African American mom and family. You know, we walk around and we have this hockey stuff on, and when we go to games, you know, people look at us funny or weird because they're like, you know the game. And my son, my oldest son knows the game's history. He knows the first African American player, where they first created hockey, because for the class that Ice Hockey in Harlem gives. The vast knowledge that this program has provided the kids of minority is outstanding. Hockey here has no color, no boundaries. It's just hockey really is for everyone, and you get that here at Ice Hockey in Harlem.
Is basically completely volunteer run. I do organize our volunteers, however all our coaches are volunteers. We have head coaches for each group, again all volunteers. They're responsible for doing the on-ice practice plan back to me. They are all USA Hockey registered. We have all of our coaches go through not just USA Hockey registration, but they go to coaching clinics. So each coach has to be at least level 1 certified through USA Hockey. We also have class off ice, and all our teachers for those classes are also volunteers. Some of them are teachers and professors themselves in their regular jobs.
Now talk about the parents too. I mean, you also have a lot of parents coming in and helping out with Ice Hockey in Harlem. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. Our parent group is great, and it just gets better every year, I feel. We try to have a parent coordinator or team parent for each age group, so they'll help with the phone chain. I send emails out about information, but you have obviously people who don't have email or just aren't able to check things as frequently, so they'll call people about games, special events. Parents will help coordinate jerseys for the kids for games, keeping lists of who wears what, making sure they get everything back, coordinating snacks for games, for special events. Any special event that Ice Hockey in Harlem does off ice, fundraising, whether it be working with another company or hockey program that is putting on a fundraiser for us, or something at the rink where there's a tournament and a fundraiser regarding Ice Hockey in Harlem, our parents are always there. Any special event we have, whether it's large scale like our auction with the Rangers or a golf tournament in the summer, or small scale like a small tournament at Lasker Rink or an event at Chelsea Piers, just to benefit the program, we know we will have a full supportive parent staff there to help us out at any event we need.
Giving and letting other parents know what is available to them here. Helping parents, I know what it was like for me when I came in the first time. I had a stroller, my husband worked nights. I came in with these 2 kids after work, sweating, trying to figure out how to put this equipment on. So I try to give parents, I try to think back on my own beginning and try to make it easy for them. When I started the program, it wasn't that many people, and wasn't as much people as it is now. So now it's a little bit more communitized, and we have a group of people that can help. It's not just one person, or it's just not just anyone. So I extend myself out to any level, not just the level my kids are on, but my kid plays with Mike Squirts. I don't have a peewee anymore, but if they need any help or any parent needs help, they always know that they can come and ask me anything. I'm a vast knowledge about the program, and if I don't know, I have Jessica's ear, so I can always call her, get her on the phone. But I love it. I mean, my kids have gotten so much from this program. I can't even begin to even list the laundry list of things that my kids have received from this program. So I don't feel like it's a hardship at all to do anything they ask.
I mean, I grew up in an ice rink, Sporter Ammo, which is up in Muncie, New York, near Suffern. And the rink always represented, I guess, a place of family and community to me. Myself, growing up, I worked at the rink, my dad worked at the rink, my brother worked at the rink, and I spent many school holidays there, public session skating and practicing evenings, and I played travel hockey as a kid for the Ramco Saints, and I also played varsity hockey, high school hockey for Suffern High School in New York. I played a bit in college, and then as an adult, I've been playing and repping and coaching non-stop since, since I was 8 years old, between the 3 aspects. So.
Types of camp opportunities we have. We have a local Ice Hockey in Harlem run camp, which is usually about 6 sessions per summer, and it's a full day camp. We do some of them out at the Aviator in Brooklyn, where they also have a recreational facility. So in the morning we get on the ice, then they have lunch, then we play soccer, or they climb the rock wall, which they love. And then a couple of times we go up to another rink in Rockland County for the full day. And what's great about up there, not only do they get to go on the ice in the morning, the afternoon activity is great because right down the street, not only is there a state park where we can do afternoon hiking, but they also have the Challenger Space Center, so we've taken the kids there each summer to do a moon mission or a Mars mission, so we can incorporate a little bit more education into the camp.
I was just about to say, it's not just an athletic program, but it's a very educational program as well, right?
We try to be as much as possible. We have class required for 9 to 12-year-old participants. We have a couple of options for them going to class in the evening or directly after school, depending on what school they attend. And we also have a book club that was started a couple of years ago by one of our volunteer coaches, who was also a Columbia professor. So that's for mainly our older children, about 12 and up. So after their practice on Friday nights, they sit down, they have a book assigned each season. It's a hockey-related book, and they'll go through a chapter or two each week and discussing not just the book itself and, you know, the history of whatever hockey subject they're on, but also words in the book, you know, learning better vocabulary, explanations of just themes. So we think that this has been something that's really grown in the last 2 years, and we hope to see that progress even further next year, and, you know, perhaps even have a couple more books added, and really been trying to get some authors of the books here so we can have them accompany kids.
Part of something in the right way. So I know that we have a positive effect on the kids and the community in that sense. You know, when you talk to the kids that are involved in the program, they have something to do, and whereas, you know, there are different after-school programs, whether it's chess or, you know, homework club or karate or swimming or whatever athletic activity or academic activity that kids could do. You know, this is one that's kind of unique to the neighborhood. I mean, I know we've heard it all before that, you know, hockey isn't traditional to this neighborhood, but the rinks are here and the kids are coming from blocks and blocks around. So, you know, I'm sure people are leaving their apartment building and some kids have a gym bag for karate or basketball or baseball, and some kids have a gym bag for hockey too. So, you know, we hope to be part of the community, and I guess just to be part, you know, have hockey be part of the kids' lives. And they really take to it. I mean, with the interest that they show, with the support that we get when we meet NHLers and they come to our practices or they hold clinics for us, the kids get really jazzed up about meeting these guys and seeing them, having the chances to go to games, professional games. And we go on trips. In the recent past, we've gone to Washington, we've gone to Boston, we've gone to Danbury, Connecticut, and Sportorama up in Muncie for travel games. And West Point, we went to this year too. So trying to give them that experience that is what many of the coaches grew up playing youth hockey and doing these tournaments and travel games. And it's a big part of the kids' lives. I mean, it's something that they get excited for. I have them in school, you know, and I remember last year, the weeks leading up to the Washington trip, it was just great. The kids wanted to know more about Washington, D.C. and what goes on there. You know, when we went to Boston a couple years ago, we went up to the aquarium. So, you know, we're taking them, granted it's not all over the country, but to different cities other than New York, and different ice rinks. And one of the big things we do at the summer camps is we have summer camps, and we take some of the kids to Brooklyn, to the Brooklyn Aviator Rink, and they get to use the gym and the rock wall there. And we also go out again to Muncie, and we take them hiking for an afternoon after we do the hockey practice. So we're just trying to give them, you know, what we envision anyway as a well-rounded athletic experience for them.
Everything. I
the great experiences that they're having at Ice Hockey in Harlem and spread the word, because to know that something such as this program is right here and for someone not to know about it, I just think that that's a mistake. And so I encourage people, encourage parents, if you're in the program and you know of other children that can certainly benefit from the program, come out and try it. And if it's not for you, then that's fine. You know, there's nothing lost. But give it a go. And it could be something that your child, you know, takes an interest in, and you should be there to nurture. But it's a wonderful program. I mean, it certainly helps children. You know, there's an educational component to the program. There's a community service component to the program. I mean, it's a wonderful thing for a child to learn. You know, you certainly have this great camaraderie, you have great team spirit, sportsmanship, and I think the one thing about the kids here, some of them are very diverse. They come from different backgrounds. They all meet on the ice, and I think what they walk away with in terms of having a commonality is that they learn to really have grit, and they stay with it. And I have seen them progress from mites to where the bantams and midgets are. Their level of play has progressed, and it has built tremendous self-confidence in a lot of these kids that I saw start off as mites, and it's a great thing. So I just say, come on the ice, meet us on the ice, and we just skate to a better future.
Relies a lot on private donations, so we are always happy to accept not just monetary donations, equipment. A lot of our equipment is donated, so anyone who has extra gently used equipment, we are always accepting that. A lot of people bring equipment to the rink here at Lasker, or they send us an email, call us up at our office about donating. Monetarily, you can always donate on our website at icehockeyinharlem.org. We're happy to talk to anyone via email. If you want to get involved, either as a volunteer or as a sponsor, you can email us at info@icehockeyinharlem.org.